Hi there guys, Luis from Vintage Action. I hope you guys are all well, and today guys I'll be talking you about End of Days, one of my favorites when it comes to Arnold, and I have plenty to show you and to talk you about. Don't go anywhere because I have like the 4K to talk about the Blu-ray, the DVD, and I'm going to tell you the reason. If you have the old DVD, the reason why you shouldn't get rid of this old DVD. This one is the Blu-ray that was released like end of 24 here in the UK. And obviously, I'm going to be talking about this 4K that was released like by Shout Factory in US in October 25. And this looks amazing. It's loaded with new special features. And I got like the extra slip cover, like the posters, and I'm going to show you about again. I was about to pull the trigger when this one was released in October because this was always one of my favorites when it comes to Arnold, end of days, right? But I waited. Roughly, it would have cost me around £30. To order it from Amazon US because it's the only way. This was only released by Shout, right, in US. And you guys, if you are in UK, you know that you guys cannot order directly from Shout. Now it's not even Shout, it's like Groove, right? But you cannot order from them because they don't ship to the UK. So to get their movies, usually you have to order straight from Amazon US. And at the time I waited because I knew they released like this nice like combo with the 4K, with the extra sleep cover and the two posters. But obviously the only way if you are in the UK to get that is like someone on eBay selling it. And usually it goes for crazy prices, obviously. But I got lucky because I waited. I didn't buy it straight away. And roughly a month ago, like 6 weeks ago, I was on eBay and I got this one here for roughly like £30 used. The two posters and the 4K with the slip cover and the extra slip cover. Obviously, it was like slightly damaged here, the slip cover. That's why I put this sticker on top of the slip. It had like a minor damage, but again, not much. And again, and I paid like £30 for it. If you guys are in UK and you want to order this one right now, you'll pay roughly £30 to order it from Amazon US, probably still with the slip, but just the movie with the slip cover, you pay roughly £30. Basically, I paid that, and I got the extra slip cover. And I got the two posters that I'm going to show you. Slightly damaged, minor damage, and again, I paid that because most of that money it was the shipping costs. Otherwise it will be even cheaper if I was living in US. So in the end I got lucky because at the time of this being released, I saw guys selling this for 70, 80 pounds online. Obviously people that live in the US and order straight away, straight from Shout, and in US this was like cheap, like less than $30-something, I think, like all of this, and then they sell on eBay. That's understandable. I'm not criticizing or anything, but again, it's something that you'll never get. This, if you are in the UK and you want to get like the movie extra slip cover and the posters, you'll never get this for like £30 ever. For some reason, this guy had this one used, and again, he was honest. He said, "Oh, the slip has a minor damage," but again, I put a sticker. I have plenty of these stickers from other movies, HDR. And again, nothing wrong with this. And I have the poster, so great news. And this one is loaded with special features. I'm going to tell you all about the special features. And then compared to this Blu-ray from the UK and also the old DVD from the UK. And again, this stars, obviously, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Gabriel Byrne. You have Robin Tooney, all-star cast, Rod Steiger, Kevin Pollak, the comedian, he was great. Udo Kier, that is like in the German actor that is in Blade. CCH Pounder. This is an all-star cast, and obviously directed by Peter Hyams, the legendary director that directed Outlander with Sean Connery. And you guys, the action fans, know from directing Time Cop with Van Damme, Sudden Death with Van Damme as well. So he directed some of my favorite movies, and this one was released in November 1999. This one is like a 100 million budget, and it made 212 million dollars. So basically on 100 million, roughly 100 million dollars like budget, it made 212 million worldwide. So financially it was not like a failure or anything, but the problem is it largely had negative reviews. By the time it was released, it was kind of considered like a failure because they were expecting to make a lot more money than it did. But in reality, you cannot say it bombed or anything, because if the budget is 100 million and you make 200 million, it's never a failure. And obviously from that 100 million budget, probably 25 million was to pay to Arnold. And this one was like after Arnold had like a heart surgery. He did like the Batman movie, right? The Batman and Robin, right? That he plays the bad guy. And he was 3 years without doing any movies because he had that heart surgery. And this was supposed to be the big comeback from Arnold after that heart surgery. Obviously, the studios were worried about it because, the insurance companies, because they were not sure he was able to do, the stunts and be as physical as he was in the past. But in reality, after the heart surgery, he was just fine. And that was not even like an issue when it comes to the movie. And again, Hyams was selected to direct this one. It was not the first choice, right? Because this was a Beacon Films production, and it was distributed released by Universal in US, because internationally it was distributed by Touchstone Pictures, like Disney now, right? But in US it was a Beacon production, Beacon Pictures production, and it was distributed by Universal. And at the time, Arnold asked James Cameron, that was a big friend, that if he knew someone that was capable to a big name to direct this movie. And James Cameron, that's right, James Cameron recommended Peter Hyams to direct this movie to Arnold. I think Arnold, he was not too sure about the potentially, visually, intellectually, that if Hyams was going to be able if he was going to be the man to direct this movie, if it was going to be capable of manage this big budget movie, large scale movie. But in the end, because it was Cameron recommending the Arnold and the studio, they decided to say yes. And obviously, because this one was being distributed by Universal Pictures, and it did the Time Cop was distributed by Universal, even though it was a Largo Entertainment, and then Sudden Death was also distributed by Universal. And it was two successful movies with Van Damme, two of the most successful movies with Van Damme when it comes to the box office. And then you have Cameron recommending Arnold, so they gave the job to Peter Hyams to direct this one. And again, like I said, this one is an all-star cast. And in this one, basically, is not like your typical Arnold movie, because he's playing more like a somber role, like a suicidal wreck, haunted by grief because his wife and his daughter passed away. But it brings a level of sincerity to his role. Is different from any kind of role he played before this one. His typical role, something he did before. Basically he plays Jerry Cocaine And in this one, you see Schwarzenegger versus Satan himself, Gabriel Byrne. And basically, Arnold is caught in the middle between this human incarnation of evil, right? That is like Gabriel Byrne, and this like a young girl that is Robin Tooney. That is basically she was the chosen one to be the mother of the Antichrist. And basically, Arnold needs to protect the girl and basically spare the mankind from an evil, like a deadly fate, basically. And in my opinion, and after the movie was released, and again, it didn't make as much money as it was supposed. There are interviews when Arnold felt that the movie was too dark, that Hyams was not like the right director for the movie, but because it was again Cameron suggesting and recommending, but because on top of being the director, he was also the DP, Peter Hyams, and again, Arnold said in like interviews after many years after the movie was released that the movie should have been better, and he always felt that the movie was too dark. That Peter Hyams didn't did the job that he was supposed to do, and they clash on set because even in these like special features here, like Hyams he praises like Arnold and everything, but even Hyams he says that he had his differences with Arnold, but they managed to overcome, because obviously when they were filming, even you see on the making of Arnold being nice to Peter Hyams, because obviously if the movie's super successful, you wouldn't be seeing like Arnold like saying, "Oh, the movie was too dark. I didn't think that the director was able to catch like the spirit of like what it was supposed to get from this movie." But I mean, to be honest, I think Hyams did a great job, because this is one of my favorite movies. And again, this is a thriller action horror movie, and it was intended to be that way. Even Peter Hyams says, like in the that making of and the new interview he gave to Shout Factory, that that was his intention. Obviously, if Arnold is involved, you'll be expecting action, but this is not your typical action movie. You have action, you have it's a thriller, and obviously you have the horror like element on this one, and you have a lot of like great scenes. You have like a scene like and Gabriel Byrne is still the show. He stole the show because like he was great playing the villain Satan in this movie. Basically, you have like one of the scenes where you see like basically Gabriel Byrne having like a body horror, like threesome sex scene with a mom and a daughter, and on the background you have the song of Limp Bizkit, and again you have Limp Bizkit, like Rob Zombie, Guns N' Roses. It's like if you guys like rock, like heavy metal, there's a lot of like famous like songs in this movie, and a lot of like famous bands. So another one is like basically you see Gabriel Byrne killing a man with like flammable like urine. It might sound funny, guys, but it's like a great scenes. And Gabriel Byrne, I mean, he was perfect for this role. I mean, I always thought that he was like a great actor, and in this movie, I mean, he was cast like perfect, like to play Satan. And again, I think that's one of the reasons I like this movie so much, is because of that, because you see a different Arnold, and of course you have some action, especially that opening when you see Arnold protecting. He is a former like alcoholic, like former cop, working as like security in a way, doing like these jobs like working as bodyguard for like famous important rich people, but right. And you have some nice action scenes, obviously. And you see, obviously, some of the scenes Arnold is doing them, and some is like the stunt double. But again, that's understandable because especially the chopper scene in the beginning of the movie. And again, it's not your typical Arnold movie, but it's great to see. It's in a way it's more like vulnerable, like Arnold, things that you didn't see before in movies like Commando and Predator and True Lies. So that's why I think Peter Hyams did a great job, even though he might not have had the best relationship with Arnold. He said there was issues with him and Rod Steiger, the legendary Rod Steiger, that basically I think they almost like fought on set. They didn't get along. And again, after Arnold said what I just told you guys, but in the end, the movie made money, and I know a lot of people that like this movie. It's not just me, and I think it is brilliantly like done, like filmed, because he was the director, he was the DP. I know it's dark, but it's supposed to be dark, like filmed in New York. They filmed a few scenes in New York, but it was not entirely filmed in New York. So they filmed in studio as well. They have some replicas, like miniatures of the train. It's really cool because you have that on the special features. It's like a big, like long, like special features, just showing the special effects. That's always like great stuff. But in my opinion, it was really well filmed movie. I know it's dark, but it's supposed to be dark. So again, it's just my opinion when Arnold said that, because he wanted the movie to have made more money at the time, and maybe it's mad because of that. But in my opinion, and I did a video in the past, like doing my top 10 when it comes to Arnold, and this one was there. It's a movie that since the first time I've seen it, and I watched this in theaters at the time. This is from 99. So basically, I was like 13, 14 when I went to the movies, and to watch this in theaters, it was amazing. Then I had this on VHS. I had the DVD back in Portugal. Now I have the DVD, the Blu-ray, the 4K. Definitely one of my favorites. And I'm happy I got this one roughly a month, like 6 weeks ago. I got the 4K. It was a matter of time. I would have got it anyway if it wasn't, if I wouldn't get the posters or the extra slipcover. It didn't matter because I already have the DVD and the Blu-ray. And yeah, I mean, for me, a great movie. And Peter Hyams, I think in a way it's like an underrated like director, because like he did great movies, and again just directing Time Cop and Sudden Death. And you had this famous like iconic scene in a movie, beginning of the movie, when you see for the first time like Kevin Pollak when he goes to the apartment where Arnold is, and his like apartment is a mess. He's drinking a lot. You see like junk all over the place, and he grabs like Chinese food, pizza from the floor, Pepto Bismol, and literally he grabs like everything, beer, coffee, everything he finds in the kitchen. He puts in the blender, and he does like a smoothie, and he just drinks it, and he says that everyone says that the breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's like an iconic scene. I'll never forget that scene. Even I don't watch this movie for the next 20 years. I forgot the first time I watched it, him grabbing all that stuff, beers, food from the floor, and putting everything in the blender. And again, guys, overall, this is like Arnold as you never seen before. A different role. Gabriel Byrne, amazing, playing like Satan, the villain. Robin Tooney, she was great in this one as well. So overall, I have to say this one is literally one of my favorites when it comes to Arnold, because I'm a big action fan, but I also love horror movies. And this one, you have all those like elements combined, and visually this movie looks great, even though a lot of the things that were done were all practical, the chopper scene and everything. Obviously this is a transitional era, like the end of the 90s, beginning of 2000s, they start using CGI. Obviously, they did use some, but a lot of the stuff they did, it was practical, so it always like elevates the movie, in my opinion. And yeah, guys, now let me show. This is like just to talk you a little bit about the movie. I don't. I always like to give some background when it comes to the movie. Now I'm going to talk to you about the 4K and everything. Again, I already told you I got this on eBay for £30 used, but again, this is a nice cool slip, extra slip, and again, the movie, as you can see here, the slip cover, and this is like Shout, so it's nothing fancy. And you have the Blu-ray and the 4K. The 4K is, as you can see there, it's on the 4K player, and this is a cool release. And again, I put this sticker here because this was a little bit damaged, the slip cover. And this one is loaded with special features. Obviously, the Blu-ray, it's region B locked. If you guys are in the UK, you won't be able to see these special features if you guys don't have region free like 4K player. And this one you can easily find still on Amazon US. Again, this was released October last year, 25, and yeah, it's like the Blu-ray, it's region B, and all the special features are on the Blu-ray. So basically the main menu, as you can see, you have the movie and that's it. All the special features, and you have loads of new special features. You have the interview with Peter Hyams, and you have, look, you have a new 4K scan from the original camera negative approved by Peter Hyams. You have One Hell of a Time, Peter Hyams at Universal, in-depth interview with Peter Hyams. And it not only it talks about the end of days, basically it's like roughly 35 minutes, but the first 15 minutes it talks about Time Cop and sudden death. And you guys might ask why he's talking about Time Cop if it's like this is a end of days 4K. Because Shout released Time Cop last summer, and for some reason they released it bare bones, not even a trailer, and a lot of people complained about it. I didn't get that 4K, I got the German release that was released after, and because there was a lot of people complaining, this one was released like a few months after, and they were going to interview Peter Hyams about End of the Day, so basically they decided to talk about Time Cop and Sudden Death. So it's a nice 35-minute interview with Peter Hyams, and the first 15-20 minutes, basically, he talks about Time Cop and about Sudden Death. Then he talks about this one right here. Then you have You Will Bear Witness, writing End of Days, interview with screenwriter Andrew W. like Marlowe. So the guy that wrote the movie, you have a brand new interview. And again, this is a long interview as well, 20-something minutes, roughly around that. Then you have New Hell followed with him inside the effects, interview with visual effects supervisor John Desjardins. So another like brand new interview. And you have new The Eternal Struggle, scoring End of Days, interview with composer John Debney. And you have audio commentary with Peter Hyams. That one is on the 4K, obviously. And you have Spotlight on Location, Vintage Featurette, and Special Effects, The Devil's Playground, Vintage Featurette. So these two featurettes are on the DVDs, like roughly the making of 25 minutes, and the special effects, like featurette, is roughly 35 minutes. So they did a great job with this one. I mean, shout to Shout Factory, because like a brand new interview with Peter Hyams, and you have a brand new interview with the writer, and with the composer, and with the special effect guy. So basically they got everyone to this one. Obviously they will never get like Arnold or Gabriel Byrne, but the main people involved in this movie, they got everyone, and it's great news. And finally I'm happy I got this one. And even I got this, like, let me show you, the posters as well. And this is like cool posters. I have never got any posters from Shout before. It's the first time, because again, I cannot order in the UK anything from Shout. But they have like Look at these nice cool posters and big poster, as you can see here, End of Days, and they have the two artworks. Kind of the artwork, and they have this alternative artwork as well, and this is really cool. As you can see here, they put it like 35th like anniversary edition. In reality it was not 35th, it was the 36th, because they released this in 25 and the movie was released in 99. But really cool, like two nice gigantic posters. And again, it's the first time I get any posters from Shout, because again, the only way we can get it here in the UK is buying from someone on eBay. And usually I love these movies, but I'm not going to pay 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds for extra sleep or extra poster. If I was in the US, I would buy it because it would be a lot cheaper. But luckily, I got this one used and still in good condition, apart from the sleep, but it's just fine. Now, before this 4K I had the old like UK DVD, and I still have the Portuguese DVD that's back in Portugal, and I had this Blu-ray that was released in like October, November, like 24. But this Blu-ray, it's bare bones. And this one was released by Icon Distribution, Icon Films here in the UK. But basically, this has the movie on Blu-ray and there's a trailer. And literally nothing else, just the movie and the trailer. It's bare bone, no special features whatsoever. And then you have the old DVD. As you can see here, this one is really cool. Comes with this nice cool booklet. Back in the days I did this a lot. Look at this nice cool booklet, a lot of information, pictures from the movie. It's really cool. They did this a lot, like unfortunately now, when it was the DVD time, when DVD was like big, late 90s, beginning of 2000s, and as you can see, this one here was released by Touchstone Pictures. Touchstone Pictures, as you can see, this is a Beacon, as you can see, Beacon Pictures production, obviously released by Universal in US, but here in the UK it was released like by Touchstone. And even today, if you guys go to Amazon Prime and you want to see this on Amazon Prime rented, it says there Studio Disney. So basically here in the UK, probably Disney gets the rights to this one. But it's funny because on the Apple TV, if you go there, it says like Icon Films. So probably they have the rights to distribute this one here now in the UK because they did 2 years ago. But definitely, if you guys are in the UK and thinking, oh, Hero Video or someone else might release this one here in the UK, maybe not, because for that reason I just said to you guys, because Universal doesn't own the rights here in the UK. And I think most countries in Europe, so it's Disney that owns the rights and the European like territory. So probably you won't see End of Days being released on 4K anytime soon here in the UK, unfortunately. And another reason, one of the reasons you should keep this one, it's because you have like the music video clips that it's not on the 4K or any Blu-ray. You know, when it comes to music, a lot of the times it's to do with rights issues. So this new release by Shout Factory, they don't have like the music videos, but this one does. As you can see right here, you have the making of, obviously, that is on the Shout release, the archival one, and you have the special effects like Futurette, that is like 35 minutes, that is on the Shout one. But then, as you can see here, music video, Everlast music video, Rob Zombie, Super Beast music video. So it's like 8 minutes. You have 2 music videos on the old DVD. And that one is not on any Blu-ray. It's not on the 4K. So if you are big fans of like End of Days, you should keep this DVD. I won't sell this one because, again, this one you can find it for £2-3, quite easy here, like in the UK. And again, this nice cool booklet, and you have like the music videos as well. And again, this one, even if you buy the soundtrack, look at this lineup of like artists. As you can see here, like Limp Bizkit, Korn, Rob Zombie, Everlast, Creed. Imagine the amount of like great bands on the soundtrack of like End of Days. When it comes to the picture quality, this 4K looks great. This Blu-ray didn't look bad or anything, and even to be honest, this DVD doesn't look bad either. Right, but the 4K looks amazing, and let me just show you the picture quality. If you guys want to get this one from Amazon, let me just like play this one so you guys can see the actual picture quality. If you want to get, again, this starts and you have the Universal logo, as you can see. You have the Universal logo and then the Beacon Films logo. As you can see here, this is Universal logo, beginning of the movie, and then you have Beacon Films logo as well. And again, the 4K looks great. Again, you have a lot of dark night scenes. As you can see, you can still the grain is intact, so they did a great job. This 4K looks great, as you can see. Let me just fast forward this one. Here you can tell the grain, they didn't clean up this too much or anything. This looks like really good, especially the blacks, like the nighttime scenes, that you have so many nighttime scenes like this one. Opposite here you can see the reds. It's super crisp and super clear. It's a really good, like amazing, like 4K. And here opposite here you can see here like Arnold, and this 4K looks amazing. And let me just pop up the Blu-ray so I can show you, like, if you guys are in UK and you don't want to spend as much money, this one you can buy quite cheap now, like for like £7 or £8, like here in the UK. Again, unfortunately the Blu-ray doesn't have like any special features, just like a trailer. But one thing about this Blu-ray, I have to be honest, is like the main menu, the interactive menu, looks like looks amazing. But again, unfortunately, I don't know why, if it's to like rights like issues or anything, because again, this was released 3 years ago. I don't know, they didn't like the thing is, they didn't even include the making of and the special effects like featurette. I think I said like how come? You would think that you could at least like put like the archival features, right? But they didn't. And again, but if you are in the UK and you want like a Blu-ray, let me just pop up this one here. If you want like a Blu-ray release to End of Days, this is your only option, because again, we don't have like a 4K here or anything. And let me just play this one here. Let me see this one, if this one is playing or not. Let me just see if this one, I don't know, this one doesn't want to play. What's going on with this one here? Let me just like check here the Blu-ray. This is going to the TV. I don't want to the TV. I want the Blu-ray. And let me just pop up this one so you guys, I can show you just like the main menu to this one. The main menu looks great on this one. And again, guys, I understand if you guys don't want to get like the 4K, but again, it will cost you roughly like £30 to get this one from Amazon US. But if you are in the UK, you have these two options, and definitely I advise to get the DVD, because you have all the special features, the archival ones and the music videos, and you can see the icon video. As you can see here, they were the ones releasing this one in the UK. And again, when it comes to this one, it's not much here. As you can see, you basically, but this main menu, it's super cool. Look at this like interactive menu. This one wins compared to the DVD, to the 4K. This is like a top menu. Look at this cool menu. Let me just show you the picture quality. And again, this looks just fine when it comes to the picture quality. And again, here in the beginning of the movie, they put the icon video like a logo, because they are the ones releasing it in UK. In the 4K video from Shout, obviously you have the Universal logo, and you have the Beacon logo, and here you have the icon logo. And again, this Blu-ray looks just fine. There's nothing wrong, but obviously the 4K is like it's superior quality. You can see the grain, and but the Blu-ray looks good, as you can see here, like Robin Tooney. There's nothing wrong with this Blu-ray if you guys are in the UK, but the 4K is like a superior like quality. It's definitely an upgrade. You can see here, probably it's hard for you guys to see from there, but from the other side of the room, the screen, but you can see even those letters there, Happy Holidays. When you pop up the 4K, those red letters are super more vibrant compared to this like a Blu-ray. And let me show you now the DVD, so you guys can literally see the. I have to show you the music videos that you cannot find on any Blu-ray or the 4K that was recently released by Shout. Unfortunately, like I told you guys, when it comes to this like these like music videos, like the rights, there's always like issues with that. So most of the times, as you can see here, the DVD is like Touchstone. So this was released by Touchstone here in UK and Germany, Europe, and Portugal as well. I remember seeing the logo. So that's why probably you won't be seeing like this one being released anytime soon here in Europe. I hope so, but Touchstone is Disney, so they don't license to anyone. So if you want to get it, you might have to get this like this 4K right here. And again, as you can see here, it's a cool, nice menu. You have Arnold and you have Gabriel Byrne there. And here on the bonus material, you have Spotlight on Location and the special effects. Those are the two archival special features. That is the documentary and special effects, 25 minutes, roughly 35 minutes. And then you have soundtrack presentation, never before seen Everlast music video, and you have Rob Zombie rarely seen music video. So those two you won't find on any like only on the DVD, obviously. And this is roughly like 8 minutes, and obviously I cannot show much because like copyrights, but it's like nine minutes. This one right here, that you have the music. That you have the music videos, and that's why I'm telling you, if you are big fans of this movie, probably, and I'll pause it here. But as you can see here, Everlast, so long, as you can see, and then the video clip starts, as you can see right here. So if you are big fans of the movie, I'll definitely would tell you guys to keep the DVD, or even if you are in UK and you have the Blu-ray, get this one because you have the special features that you don't have on this one. If you are big fans of the movie, this one I 100% recommend, because this is loaded with new special features, new interviews on top of the archival ones, other than the music video, obviously, but this is 100% worth it. If you don't have the Blu-ray, you might as well just pick up this one, because this one is like literally bare bones. There's nothing on this one, and this one you have like everything, and an amazing release. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about End of Days, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, directed, and Gabriel Byrne, directed by the legendary Peter Hyams, that directed Time Cop and Sudden Death. Definitely one of my favorites. You guys let me know if this one is one of your favorites as well. Comment down below. Your opinion is always important to me. I like to interact with you guys. Hit that like button. Don't forget. And as always, I'll be with you guys soon, reviewing and, sharing all these cult classics from the 80s and the 90s that we grew up with and we love. And I'm going to continue to bring you all the action from the 80s and the 90s you guys love and grew up with. So keep strong, and I'll be with you guys soon.